will be making the most money that I've ever made in a year. What I invested in myself is actually it's a 5,000% return, doubled my income, and it's opening up so many other possibilities.
Will you please tell us who you are and what your experience has been?
Yes. My name is Kevin. I've been in software for the last 30, 40 years in executive management. I was a director of a Salesforce practice. My old team got laid off. I didn't think they were going to lay me off too, and they did. I was on LinkedIn just trying to find a job and realized that nothing was working. You reached out, but there were over 20 people that reached out. And most of it was, I want to redo your profile. I can help you find a job. It felt like used car salesman. Your profile came up, something inside of it that said, that's the lady I need. And the first thing we talked about was rebranding myself on LinkedIn. I was getting no callbacks, which was really weird because of my experience. So I decided to take this plunge and invest in myself. The first executive recruiter that I showed it to turned around and said, this is an executive resume. You are probably in the $300,000 to $400,000, $500,000 range, correct? And it just blew my mind. And that's not what I've been making. You and I started doing the inner work. That's when I think the real work began. And that was something totally different than I had ever experienced. Doing the processes, I was able to not have the stress. I started doing my practices every morning, and that started bringing the stress level down. Doing that through all this time helped me through the holidays with not knowing where my next income was going to be, what type of job it was going to be. After the holidays, you said, how come you're not reaching out to CEOs? And I was like, oh, boy, duh, I know how to do that. Within 3 weeks, I connected with 10 CEOs and I saw this job. It looked like a perfect job description. I contacted the recruiter and we were in lockstep. If I had met him in October of last year, I know I wouldn't have had the energy or presented myself the same way. It would have been an energy of desperation. Now I am the senior vice president and global head of the Salesforce practice. If you look at it from an investment standpoint, from what I invested in myself to do the program, is actually it's a 5,000% return, doubled my income, and it's opening up so many other possibilities. I just thought I was going to get a job. It's not just the accomplishment. I feel like now that I know how to make that goal, I know how to make all kinds of other goals manifest. I've worked with other intuitives. Now I've been taught how to do this for myself. So landing this executive job, now I can apply to other areas in my life as well. Also, I can sustain what I've achieved. That is the most important piece, right? It's not just making one accomplishment, but being able to repeat accomplishments.
What would you say to anybody that's considering working with me in the 90 Days Thrive program?
This is the most valuable thing that I have learned in my lifetime. This is a must do. Don't hesitate. This is an opportunity that's been presented to you for a reason. You've asked for it, and here it is.
Thank you so much.
It's the most valuable thing that I have learned in my lifetime.
Love it. That's fantastic. Good job. High five, 10-5.